Okay, so in the last video, when we were testing out the manual gearbox, we noticed that there was quite a lot of bluey coloured smoke coming out of the exhaust, and our initial thought was maybe the turbo's on the way out. So we've just pulled a pipe off, the one going from the intercooler to the inlet manifold, and there's quite a bit of oil in it. So we had a look in the turbo and there's quite a lot of oil in that as well. So we're thinking now is probably the right time to do the big turbo conversion. I mean, we bought the turbo quite a few months ago now, didn't we? Not long after we got the car. When we brought it back after testing the gearbox out, we did pull the dipstick and there wasn't a lot of oil in it. So that's why we thought it was the turbo. But we're just getting all the bits together, getting it all ready so that we can do the conversion.
Right, so I think next we need to start getting the old turbo off, disconnecting all the pipes, and then getting that exhaust manifold off.
Oh my god, I actually can't see it.
What?
Not that I need that I've just lost.
Leave him over there.
Yeah, you broke it. Tip it up, tip it up.
Good rad.
Don't make it easy to get on these, do they?
No.
Nope. Just this one. Oh, is there still something on there? Got water coming out of it.
Right.
The other little bolt. Oh, it's on the bottom. Right underneath the oil filter.
Is that?
Yeah, look. There. That is why I couldn't get it off. So just that to come off and then the manifold should come off.
Yeah.
Don't want to bend that. That's heavy. So this is the old turbo. We can't see what turbo it is because the plate's been rubbed off, but we're pretty sure that this is a 13C. So, as you can see,
looking a bit knackered.
Yeah, it's a
looking
bit
at
old,
how much oil is around it. That's where the oil was leaking from the engine.
Yeah.
The seals are gone, haven't they?
So it needed replacing whether we want to put a bigger one on it or not, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right, this is the new one. So this is a 16T, the TD04 16T turbo. This is off a V70 T5. So, and we saw one for braking, so we thought we'd get it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so the T5 is an inline 5 engine, so obviously it needs a bit more power, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the one we decided to go for. Yeah, so the flange for the exhaust you can see is quite a bit bigger as well.
So it should help get the gases out quicker. So we've got a little bit of work to do on the housing. That's
yeah,
got to be turned
so
around.
there's two different versions of these. There's the angled flange and the straight flange, and ours is the angled one, which from what I've read is the better one.
The write-ups online seem to recommend it as a good turbo, so
Yeah.
I think for what we need, that's plenty big enough for what we want in it.
Yeah, definitely. So to get this turbo to fit on this manifold, as you can see, we've got 2 studs on the turbo, 4 studs on the manifold. So on the original turbo, the 13C, you've actually got the 4 holes, no studs, and then obviously mounts up to this and just sealed on this piece here. So because these ones have only got 2 studs, we don't want this one, but obviously the housing for the hot side of the turbo backs onto this, so we won't get a nut on.
Can't beat a hot spanner.
A spanner in hot?
No, but when you can't get a butt nut undone.
Heat does make a lot of difference, doesn't it?
Yep.
I'll always try and struggle for 20 minutes and then go, oh, fine, I'll go get the oxyacetylene.
The trouble is, when that starts going cold, you can feel it going tight again.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to try and do it.
I'll try and work it. I had a funny feeling I was going to go tight again. Take the actuator off first, yeah?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
That was a rubbish holding it. That's quite tight. Okay. So Dad forgot to press record and didn't film getting this housing off, but it's not the end of the world. He just gave it a few taps and it came off. So we're now going to get some circlip pliers and get this big circlip off that's in here, holding the cold side on to the cartridge.
That side didn't even come out
There it is.
now.
It's out. This side is anyway. Just don't bend it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's out.
Pity putting it back in.
I don't know, I think putting it in will be easier.
I don't know about
Right, put it out then. Oh, it does. Right, so we've now got the turbo all apart. We've got it all in bits. We've got all the cartridge out and everything. We've got the actuator off. We've got the cold and the hot side apart, and also got the studs out of the exhaust manifold. So I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next one, as we said, we'll be getting it all back together again and getting it back on the car. So I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to like and subscribe.